What's going on, everyone? Welcome back another day. More stuff to do with eBay, right? So Thursday I packed up and went and saw my business partner. Drove the nice 7.5 hour drive. We spent the weekend working together, got a lot done, so that was nice. We went to thrift stores in his area, and man, one thing I noticed, we went to three Goodwills, and they were all pretty crappy. They're not organized very well. Um, I couldn't even find the coats. They're just like, oh, they're just kind of mixed in wherever. I asked a different lady at a different Goodwill, and she's like, "It's springtime. We don't have coats." I just thought, well, what do you do with all your donations of coats? Why wouldn't you put them out even in the springtime and summertime? So I don't know. I found that kind of odd. Um, yeah, it wasn't great. We didn't find a lot of items at those stores, and I don't know. I'm pretty blessed to have the Goodwill here that I do. It's very organized, has a lot of good stuff. I get that 20% off coupon for my donations. I didn't check. Maybe they do it as well, the other Goodwills, but I don't know. I just know I have a good system, so I'm thankful for that. We did go to this other little privately owned thrift store, and they had a bunch of jeans on a table, women's jeans for $5, and I was looking through them. And as I'm looking through them, the lady that worked there brings out a couple bags of donations and just kind of plops them down beside me. And they were all great brands, great jeans, really good condition, like almost new. So we picked up 17 pairs of jeans for $5 each. They'll sell between $25 and $30. So that was a really good, productive one. I think we ended up with about 30 items total, and we got them all listed. Talked a bunch, got a bunch of stuff figured out, kind of a plan moving forward. You know, it's always nice to have another person to bounce ideas off of. And what we're going to do is starting today, well, we already did it today. We're going to list 5 a day for the rest of this month. Next month, we'll go to 6 per day. June, 7 per day. July, 8 per day. We'll just keep going up one a month. See how sales go. And then if we're just making tons of money and selling a lot of things, then we'll go up even higher. You know, we don't have to go just one per month if the store is supporting more. So the top rated and the second store is going to come next month. We have that. It shows up. In fact, I don't think I can show it, but it shows that next month's evaluation, we will get top rated status. So I don't remember how it affected my first store when we got top rated, but I know it's a positive thing. So I'm hoping we get even more sales from it, and we should. So that will be good. So let's look at the first store. Again, we were on time away for Thursday, Friday. Then we put it back on Friday night. So Saturday we got 7 sales in this second store. Sunday we had 5. Today we've had 4. So, you know, we're only listing 1 per day in this store. So we're obviously selling more than we're listing. And we're getting rid of all that junk, that we've been wanting to get away from. I had a sale in, so we just started a new sale. We'll start another one tomorrow. And yeah, we'll just continue to get rid of items in this store. And then at some point when that second store is really doing good, we'll start to bump this store up, 2 per day, 3 per day, that kind of thing. But it'll probably take longer in this first store because we're still liquidating a bunch of that junk, which that junk just holds the store back. So um, we'll see how it goes. We'll see when it starts to turn around. It's probably going to take, I don't know, another 6, 8 months um, to get through. We have 4,100 items. I would say probably maybe 3,000 of them are not so great. So just kind of learn from my mistakes, as I always mention. So that's what's going on there. Let's switch over to the second store. Things are going real well in this store. On Friday, we sold 5 items. Saturday, we only sold 1. Yesterday, we sold 5. So we were only listing 4 per day. So we were selling more than we were listing. We sold 130 $35 sweater over the weekend. So that was a good sale. Nice to get rid of that. We sold one today. So again, this second store is growing. It's doing really good. You can see by the traffic. Traffic just continues to improve. Page views, we hit a high mark yesterday for page views. So it's just steadily going up. So as we continue to list these good items, it should just keep going up. It actually outperformed the first store a few days. So it's taken over. That happened faster than I thought. But we'll just keep going with it, keep putting in those good items. Now, one thing we are going to have to do, not yet, but there is going to reach a point where my thrift stores here aren't going to support how many items I need, per day anymore. And so we're thinking of ways to get more inventory, um, possibly ways to get it in bulk. But this time, that's what got us in trouble with the first store. So this time when we do it, it's got to be just good stuff. It's got to be the type of deal where um, I can choose what I get, not just here's random stuff. It may or may not have spots. I want to be able to choose what I get so that I can maintain the quality of this store. That's key. Now I do have one source already that I could get stuff from. Um, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to go that route just yet. We'll have to see how things develop, but that is a possible option. Um, but I want to find more because I don't want to be just I don't want to be stuck, with just one source. I want to have 4, 5, 6 sources of inventory. That way, someone goes out of business or their whole operation burns down or they change ownership and prices go up or whatever. Um, I want to be able to be secure in this and literally just, our plan is to run this as high as we can go. See how many we can do per day, how much money we can make, and then maybe we hire someone and we just kind of run it from the sidelines and they're doing the pictures and the shipping and the drafts and I'd probably still launch the drafts, but essentially just do what a business owner does. They sit back and let the operation run and oversee it and collect their portion of profits. So that's obviously a long ways off, but that's kind of where we're hoping to get. And then the goal is to take the proceeds and buy some real estate. That way we don't have to, we don't have to worry as much about eBay and the different things. We can just make that money off real estate and go from there. So that's kind of the goal. Tomorrow, I was going to go to the thrift today, but I didn't make it. I had some, whenever I work all weekend and I come back, there's, stuff I got to put away. And I had to put the inventory away that we did and sort through different things and just some catch up work, go through the emails, process some returns, a lot of shipping today, all those different things. So I didn't make it, but tomorrow I'm going to go to the thrift. Um, and I'm still at the point 5 per day. That's only 35 per week. I could do that in a day. So, is what my plan is. I'm going to just go to the thrift multiple times per week and just draft it up, get everything all scheduled out and lined up and just get a little bit ahead. And yeah, and if this thing, so if next month we're doing 6 and this starts to take off and we're making plenty of money, then I'll sell. I may bump the listing up to 7. We'll just have to see how it goes on that front. But you never know. You never know. But things are definitely looking good. We're actually let me see here. Let's drag this over here. So we're 51 divided by 31. So we're 1.65 in the last 31 days. But if you look at this month, So in the last 22 days, we've sold 42. We're almost at 2 per day. So, you know, it wasn't too long ago we were at 1.22 per day. Now we're selling 1.9 per day. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like to see the progression. And so we have just over, I think we have like 405 listings divided by 42 sold. So, oh no, I did the math wrong. Anyways, my point is we're selling more. We're almost to 2 per day. So I think bumping it up to 5 per day and then 6, I think our sales are just going to keep climbing. Because again, we're listing really good items. We're making a decent profit on the items. This store is going really well. I wish that I would have started this second store sooner. As soon as I saw, I should have started it back in, what was it, 2022, the end of 2022, when for whatever reason the first store just started tanking big time. You know, we lost 66% of our traffic and sales in the period of 2 months. So starting in 2023, I should have opened this second store um, and just put the good items in. But I didn't know as much as I know now. So, you know, constantly learning every day still, excuse me, still. So who knows what we'll know in a year from now, you know? This store might even be even better. Now, if I can find a deal where I can buy, you know, larger quantities pretty easy and it's good stuff, then maybe I'll bump up even faster if the money's coming in, you know? So I think my thrift store here, between all the thrift stores here, I could probably 15 to 20 per day is my guess. You know, sometimes it's going to be better than others, but I don't know. There's not many thrift stores here that make sense to buy from. There's only 3 that I know of. Obviously, the Goodwill, and then the other 2. One of them is pretty small, so like I went in there today, only found 1 item, so that's not too great. The other one, they have a lot of items, but they know the brands and they price the brands higher. Like a pair of jeans that sells for 25 on eBay, you know, they're selling them for 18 to $20. So, which is fine. It's their store. They can do whatever they want. It's just I can't count on that to make me any money. So maybe I could pull 5 per day out of there. I don't know. Um, so I'd say, yeah, 15 to 20 per day, which isn't bad. That's a fair amount of items. But before I start to get there, I want to get, you know, I want to get more sources so I can have items coming to me a lot easier and not have to worry about if I go to the thrift and don't find enough. Um, and you know, that could come here in what, it's April, so May, June, July, August. So by September, we'll be listing 10 a day, if not sooner, depending on how sales go. So, you know, I've got a couple months here really to figure this out and get more sources of inventory. I have some ideas. Um, I just got to kind of think through them a little more, talk to my business partner some more, and make sure my head's, you know, I've got this figured out and it's a good idea, uh, so that we can do it right. So, all right, well, that's going to do it for today. Hope everything's going well with everyone, and yeah, we'll just keep watching the store, see how everything goes, and continue liquidating stuff in that first store. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.